recon notes to self. I knew it. I remember coming here on a school field trip. The walls are as strong as I remember. Paladin's gonna love it. Power lines run underground and connect up to Thunder Mountain. And so much space to grow into. But boy, is the whole thing a fixer-upper. And the smell. And there's the small problem of the ghouls. But we've got power armor and miniguns for that. Do I want to live in a madhouse? Well, it's better than being crammed in like sardines at Venture. De Silva out.
Hospital incident report. Resident psychiatrist, Dr. Kessel. One of the junior nurses has suffered a nervous breakdown. His assignments included patient 5A3, whose afflictions manifest in habitual self-harm. Patient 5A4, who, while not violent, does aggressively grab and paw at whoever is trying to administer care. And also patient 5B7, who breaks down into loud, unconsolable fits of crying with no apparent cause or trigger. That, and the constant attention and sanitary cleanup required throughout the day for all of his charges, was too much for the young nurse. We found him standing outside the door to one of the patient's rooms carrying a tray of food, but not moving anywhere. One of the other nurses noticed he'd been standing in place for over an hour. When he finally responded to our attempts to get his attention, he seemed surprised that any time had passed. During our exit interview, he broke into tears. He wanted to know if something was wrong with him, if he would end up here as a patient. I explained that nervous exhaustion was a common ailment, especially for hospital workers. Maybe after some months of rest, he could reapply for his job.
Just leave me alone. Please.
That didn't seem to console him.
Do you mind coming back later? I need some time alone. Forever, actually. It's my sister. I thought I was over this already. She took her final stand here, at Fort Defiance. I should have been here with her. I'm such a coward. Aside from bringing back the dead, no, there's not. But I appreciate the offer. Take this. It's better off with you than me. This is Allegheny Asylum, or rather, Fort Defiance. That's what the Brotherhood of Steel called it when they took up residence here. Fort Defiance. Defiance against the scorched threat. Well, just because you defy doesn't mean you succeed. They're all gone now. Every last one of them. They took their last stand here. They thought they could drive back the Scorched, but they were overwhelmed. I'll get over it, eventually. Me? I'm a pathetic waste of life named Jonah. Because I made one too many mistakes I can never take back. This miserable existence is my penance. My parents are long gone. Killed during the war. My sister, Kaede, was a Brotherhood Knight. The best of them, without a doubt. She was so determined to see the world through to a better future. So she fought for it. Here, at Fort Defiance. Now I get to see the future. And she doesn't. Maybe not. But I don't have the will for it. I've always been weak. Just let me mourn in peace. Gladly. That's what the brother will just because you... That they're monsters. They'll kill anything and everything that isn't them. And for what? What's the reason? What's the reason that my sister had to die? Sorry. It just feels so cruel. To answer your question, I don't know much. Why should I be? I've got nothing to live for anymore. When the Scorched came to Appalachia, I ran away. Kaede wanted me to join the Brotherhood with her. But I was afraid to fight. Afraid to die. Now I see it's better to die for something than to live for nothing. I don't know. How am I supposed to feel about the people my sister died for? If it weren't for the Brotherhood, then she might have left with me. Might still be with me now. Or maybe she would have just found another cause to die for. Okay. Thanks.